Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Loud and clear. Great to be with you today.
Hello, Chris. I'm Damon, one of the writers and I'll just act like this is a perfectly normal thing to be happening. I'm one of the writers and producers of Star Trek Into Darkness. We are literally tickled pink to be talking to you right now.
This is John Cho. I play Sulu, and just because I cannot believe this is real, would you mind taking your hands off the microphone, putting them behind your head, and saying, "Look, Ma, no hands"?
Oh my God. Wow.
Hey there, Chris. I'm Chris. It's an incredible honor. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you're doing well, and I can't wait to talk to you.
Would you ever, if money was not an object, would you ever buy a ticket and come up and visit?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm in.
100%.
Done.
I'm in.
We'll see you on Friday.
I would love to go to see.
With great regret, unfortunately, JJ could not be here today, but he has recorded a special message and a question for Michael and Chell.
I talked to an astronaut once who told me that on one of his missions, he actually did see something that was very strange that he couldn't explain, that actually made him believe in extraterrestrial life. And my question to you is, have either of you ever seen anything that made you believe that, or something that you couldn't explain, couldn't understand, that you didn't really necessarily report to the public, but that you want to share with us now?
I spent a whole year up in space, 381 days, but it was only 240 miles up, so that's not very far in cosmic terms. So we think as we go farther out into the universe, we might find something out there that we don't know about.
One of the things I like about Star Trek is that it has kind of an optimistic view of our species, that we're, you know, in the future. Starfleet is not a military organization, it's a scientific organization. And I was wondering, being an astronaut, does it make you feel optimistic or pessimistic about the future of our species?
For me, it's optimism. When you see that our planet from this perspective, it's just such a peaceful, tranquil-looking location, and it's our home, it's our spaceship as a whole, and it makes me reflect on how thankful I am to have it, and that I hope that we take care of it.
Amen.
I wish that everybody could have that experience, but just hearing you talk about it, having had it, I think that I speak for everyone watching, that's incredibly meaningful. I know we only have time for a couple more questions, and I did want to get a question from Google+, and this is, I apologize if I mispronounce your name, Carlos Nazareno asks, and this is very serious: what happens when you sneeze while inside your spacesuit?
Your ability to see has to do with how clear that visor is, and we wipe it off and make sure it's nice and clean before we put it on. But once that helmet goes on, any schmutz that gets on there is just an impediment to your ability to see clearly.
Is schmutz a technical term? Is that a NASA term? Is that an acronym for something?
Houston, we have schmutz.
Do we have any other questions from the Smithsonian?
If you had to choose, would you rather the International Space Station be helmed by Captain Kirk, Picard, Sisko, Janeway, or Archer, and why?
It's like choosing your favorite kid. That's
My favorite
Picard.
is Kirk.
Yeah. Awesome.
Love you. Love you.
Original Kirk or Pine Kirk?
Love you.
Pine
Yeah,
Kirk.
Pine Kirk.
Pine Kirk. What are you saying? Close.
You know, ever since I was 3 years old, I wanted to be a director and writer, but I failed director-writer school. And then I tried acting, and that didn't work out, so now I go on spacewalks.
You have the coolest job in the world.
Live long and prosper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Careful.
Well, I'll just say, Chris, can we space high five?
Yeah! Wow.
Station, this is Houston ACR. Thank you. That concludes our event.
Chris,
Bye,
thank
Chris.
you
Bye,
so
Chris.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Awesome. Let's just absorb the awesomeness of that for a
Honestly,
second.
honestly.